Nobody wins when the family feels.
You don't know who baby is. 4-6, Warline, OTF the family. Even my barber. Like I'ma tell on my man. They ain't never have enough evidence. Tell them free zoo out they can. I call. Hey
King Von, what's up, gang? You already know I be coming, man.
So what you on, bro? We finna tee the streets up.
Yeah, I see you dropped the song, Beat the Body or whatever. That's what bro right here, Zoo.
Yeah, featuring Zoo on front me and Zoo on front of Beat the Body.
Real members, man. Official made it out this shit. You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
So where y'all get the concept of that song from, as far as?
Oh, it's real life, you know? That's just what happened.
I ain't no shit, Ike.
I see you, Tuck.
No, I ain't tucked. I'm outside.
No, you ain't outside. You in the crib.
I'm in somebody's crib, but
I just been outside all day.
Man, you don't even drink, man. You're a kid. Stop acting like you really drinking, man.
Trying to catch your ass drunk.
What did you consider respect? We on live with them, kicking it with
You're
them?
on live, and it was just like, you know, you were kind of talking to each other, but there were other moments where it felt like you respected him.
I did. I ain't gonna sit there and flex like they be saucing Melly up. That's what I Melly. Melly like, yeah, they be putting emphasis on shit, but I let them do what they do, gang. I ain't here to say nobody or not. You feel me? It is what it is. But
male 142 years old, he's out 4 times.
Alright, GSW 4 times. Alright, 10-4.
They're just in a video of male 1 and he's currently unconscious.
Fam, imagine this. You spent half your life around guns, money, and music, but only one of them really saves you. You make it out the city, beat a murder charge, see your brother blow up in the music industry, and think maybe, just maybe, you finally outran the life you came from. But in this world, fam, ain't no such thing as outrunning it. Cause when you live by it, you die by it. And ain't just me saying that, or you. The rapper we talk about today already knew that.
Yeah, they say like 33, folks. I'm down for the trenches, man. They know this. That's how it go. Live by the gun, die by the gun.
For sure. I know that already. I ain't
so saying whatever you got coming to you.
I swear to God, I heard.
Don't be sad.
I heard a lot of y'all ass, but my son, I know what's coming to me. Y'all just gotta get there.
You ain't just say stop a criminal.
Now what if I told you that the same man who once stood beside Lil Durk and King in one of the most talked about murder cases to ever come out of Atlanta just became the last one gone? Technically, we're talking about THF BayZoo, one of the most respected and some say feared names to come out of Chicago's South Side, connected to OTF 600 and Lamron, a man who not long ago was still fighting his own battles, going live with his opposition, having footage of him getting into altercations in jail, and standing tall through every rumor, every headline, and every court date. But within the last 24 hours, everything changed. Late last night, social media lit up with reports that THF BayZoo had been gunned down. Clips saying comments started to fly. Some saying he was fighting for his life, others saying it was all a lie. But by the next morning, it was confirmed that THF BayZoo was gone. And when I seen the confirmation myself, I figured it was only right to tell his story, pay our respects, and hopefully somebody watching this learns from the road he took. Because his life, fam, is a mirror of what the streets give and what they take away. Now before we get into deep detail about this, there's already speculation that this may be tied to 2 stolen watches, already belonging to a Chicago rapper who once moved close with OTF. That's something we covered about a month ago. I'll leave the link in the bio. But as of right now, that's just speculation. But what we do know, and what we always said on this channel, in the streets, there's no such thing as forgiving, especially when a body drops. So until that's confirmed, it could be anybody behind it. So in this video, we're gonna go over who THF BayZoo really was, according to public records, the cases that followed his name, his connections to Lil Durk and King, his arrest at Lil Durk's mansion, and what led up to his final night that ended it all. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. To really understand THF BayZoo, you gotta understand the era he came up in. We talking early 2010 Chicago, the height of what the world will later call the drill era. You had Chief Keef putting the sound on the map, Lil Durk and Lil Reese catching national attention, and young sets from every block trying to make a name off music, street reputation, or both. BayZoo wasn't new to that life. He was one of the older figures from THF set, short for Trigger Happy Family. Some consider him a chief of THF. THF wasn't just some rap crew. They was known in the streets. They go by THF 46. It's allegedly a set of mainly black disciples, but also with some gangster disciples. The exact territory of THF 46 is large, ranging from 44th to 48th, Cottage Grove to Lake Park. You see, back then, the younger guys like King Von, D-Thing, and Lil Durk looked up to people like Zoo, the ones who survived before the world even knew what drill music was. He was known to pop out in the trenches, show love to the youngins, but at the same time, he had that street credibility you couldn't fake. Now, before THF BayZoo name became global, he had his first major public beef that was known outside the city, and it was with none other than 051 Melly, one of the most well-known and unpredictable figures from the Chicago 051 Young Money sets. That tension between THF and 051 had been bubbling for years, but with multiple losses on both sides, when Melly started dissing Zoo and members close to OTF publicly, Zoo responded and went viral. Now, before we hear that viral live from THF BayZoo and 051 Melly, I want to talk about one of the murders that happened before that live that made it go viral. See, back in 2015, 051 Melly had got shot in the foot. He even tweeted about it, saying, "My it hurt so bad, man." And he also posted a picture of his foot. Now, it was rumored that it was a bag on his head from his opposition. And the person that allegedly shot him in his foot was a 15-year-old who went by the name of THF Raheem. But unfortunately, back in May of 2015, Raheem Lamron, aka THF Raheem, was gunned down at around 8:15 p.m., leaving a Golden Fish and Chicken restaurant and walking near 45th Street and Cottage Grove Avenue with 4 other 14 and 15-year-old boys and other witnesses, when 4 or 5 shots were fired from a silver sedan, leaving him DOA. May Raheem rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. Later that month, a 051 affiliate was arrested. Arias Fitch, 20 years old at the time. He was arrested on the 6900 block of South Paxton Avenue and was charged with first-degree murder. Now, he ended up telling, and he was later released in 2023 and result of that. And that was one of many murders, and I figure I'd tell you that so you can get some clarity on why that live went viral. And before I play this live, I'll tell you another fun fact. THF Raheem was cousins with FBG Duck. He was at the funeral alongside THF BayZoo. And we all know THF BayZoo was connected to Lil Durk and 300. So people were saying the connection there was kind of weird. But check out this live.
I ain't no shit. I see you, Chuck. No, I ain't Chuck. I'm outside. No, you ain't outside. You in the crib. I'm in somebody's crib, but I've just been outside. Man, you don't even drink, man. You're a kid. Stop acting like you really drinking, man. I'm trying to catch your ass drunk. Not happening. I'm trying to catch you drunk. When I'm drunk, I'm be super prepared, man. Your ass be out here. I was drunk. I was just drunk recently. Your ass be out here loose. Like a thought. Hey, I'm ready to catch your ass drunk. I ain't gonna catch you. You with the gang? You with the gang? Huh? Gang? Y'all all type of shit, man. I don't even know how to throw the wires up. How you throw all that? You tell me y'all type of shit. Come on, don't start that. Y'all all type of shit now, man. Man, stop that, man. We're gonna keep it real. We all type of shit. Touch Buddy, 757. What else y'all is, gang? That's gang now. All them gang now. That's gang on my ass, man. Y'all might still go up north and recruit. You hear me? Nah, see, that's what I'm saying to you. You can't say that because y'all was just, before you was there, y'all was just Dog Pound, The Foggy, Brain Dead. All of them was in this video. This ain't what you want. I had everybody in that video. Stop that, man. Who the shit clicked up with? Yes, you would. Well, I'm telling you. Hey, look, we don't want to be real, for we ain't going to be on here not being real, bro. I just said before you went to jail, bro. False accusations. Y'all got that bad, though. Man, listen, before you went to jail, now if you came home, you might ain't fucking with all of them. But that's what I'm saying. Before you was jail, block that you just said, besides probably certain individuals, we don't do no clicking, boy, on cars. That was the outside looking in. That's what y'all thought. That's why y'all picked up with everybody. Oh no, shit, they fuck with us. We fuck with us, man. Don't backdoor some of that. You can't say you can't say Jaro and Young Money been 10 years. You can't say 35th. 35th. You said 757. Locked in. That's the only block, but all the other shit. 35th? How 35th wasn't? 35th was nobody's 2011-12, man. Man, you can't. You know that. They know that. That's the youth. That's the youth. Right. What you on though, gang? I don't know what shit I'm chilling, man. You ain't getting off the work today, bro. Yeah, man, I'm finna too. They smirking and smiling shit, bro. I'm funny to you, bro. Cuz you keep asking what I'm on, man. I'm chilling, man. I can't be happy. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm always happy.
You always be smiling, bro. I think your ass prefer man.
Man, get your goof ass out of here, man.
Hell no. I'm bored, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm dry, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm finna move to Mexico, man. Start a new life, bro. I'm scared.
Oh, no, I ain't never moving out of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I love it here.
Make it here.
You said make it here.
Sure.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it to 100 years.
Sure.
I'm gonna be one of the last ones standing.
Yeah, you know how to move. Duck that taco.
No, I ain't ducking my taco. Just say you said it right the first time. I know how to move. I ain't ducking my taco.
You know how to move. Right, I'm gonna give that to you. I can't find your way. You definitely know how to move.
I'm seeing what I want to be seen.
Shoot that money, man.
Ain't nobody gambling today.
Let's play cards.
You don't even play cards, bro. You won't even play cards in the county, so don't tell me to play cards.
All right. Hey, yo, your dick on my lap on 4th grade.
She told you guys it's a holiday. What the fuck is that?
I don't suck folks' dick.
What's funny, man?
Look, you looking at it now. You finna go follow up. Chill thirsty ass out there. You chase this shit.
No, I'll be blocking fans.
Your ass finna go chase this shit, boy.
Well, I'll be blocking them when they say
why I on 4-6 shit.
Like you right here, what's his name? King Chaos. He talking about Melly, it's your turn. I'm blocking.
Big wise. Why on 4-6 shit? On 4th grade, you got my shit busting, boy. Every time I'm tweaking with the op.
Well, hell no, you ain't finna be saying no YM46 shit, man. We just cooler right now. We ain't no motherfucking YM46 shit.
Boy, you know that. Merchants, y'all don't want me on y'all side.
Man, we don't want. Fuck, I don't want you on my side, dude.
Y'all me, man.
Man, I don't want you on my side.
That's why your homie don't be trying to pull an MC card. You hear me?
See, that's the thing. I can't pull no MC card, and I ain't MC.
I'm BD shit.
Now, I don't pull that card in there either. You hear that? I don't pull that card either. I'm what I am. I'm getting money. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Your ass ain't no real BD, that's what.
Man, listen, you know what they going to hear. They good. You know what they
do. Who you with, man?
Hey, Sauce, who was that? I ain't with nobody, you know.
I ain't with all these lame ass niggas, man. Who is that, bro?
No, I ain't with nobody.
Now, from the outside looking in, people thought two people was having casual conversation on live. But little did people know, who wasn't aware of the situation, they was really enemies. And there was really blood in the streets. Now, THF BayZoo would later speak on this live, but that wouldn't come till years later. But unfortunately, for 051 Melly, he would surely lose his life. September 1st, 2019, 051 Melly, a member of Chicago street gang 051 Young Money, was shot and killed at a house party in the Woodlawn area. It was around 2:45 a.m. inside of a residence in the 6100 block of South Street. Melly, a.k.a. Yarmel Williams, was just 27 years old, suffering from numerous gunshot wounds to the body, and was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. May he rest in peace. I love condolences to his family. A 34-year-old woman was hit in the foot and took herself to St. Bernard Hospital, where she is listed in good condition. Police said witnesses had been uncooperative with the investigation. It was rumored that week, Melly had allegedly shot up a home of a rival Taekwondo World gang member who had his girlfriend and a baby inside, and this was allegedly retaliation. But nonetheless, everybody who was beefing with 051 Young Money started to celebrate, as well as THF. Now, fast forward a few years, Lil Durk and King Von weren't just associates. They were brothers in arms. In 2014, King Von was arrested for a murder in Chicago and ended up sitting down for over 3 years. During that time, Durk and THF Zoo stayed solid. Shortly after, THF BayZoo would get arrested as well. It was for another murder. He would get arrested at Lil Durk house. But after waiting for some years behind bars, waiting to go to trial, the charges were dropped for both King Von and THF BayZoo. They came home around the same time and decided to drop music. They dropped the track titled Beat That Body, with over 13 million views, I ain't counting, released 7 years ago.
Them my motherfucking partners. We gon' have speed, ain't no fucking pulling over. Pull up on.
And then they did an interview with a well-known platform called 16 Shadow, over 500,000 views and counting. They talked about that experience incarcerated, how long they served, and what was their plans next. Check out a clip.
No nigga come slide on no bitch or nothing like that.
Oh no, hell no.
Y'all don't bullshit like that. Alright, what about, you can speak on your upbringing, you know, how it was growing up in your hood.
Shit, roaches, rats, all types of shit. Snakes, rats, roaches.
So, what's some things you probably experienced that most people probably, never went through or wouldn't know what it's like?
Same shit they had on. What niggas go through probably, Self, chill, shit like that. Regular shit. Park, motherfucker broke as hell. They trying to get some money and shit.
True. So what's one of the craziest stories you could tell us about?
Oh no, I can't tell you no story. Let me see. What story I can tell you about.
It gotta be not hot, just something crazy.
One time we was out of town. Steve, funny as hell. Hey, that's good.
This thing right here.
Yeah, this thing right here.
We be telling that story. We was growing up. When we was growing up, we used to throw rocks at cars and shit. And this man got out and started chasing. That was one crazy day right there.
Now we can't really say like what type of See, I've been in jail before. I just did 3.5, then 4. Me and Zoo used to do bodies and shit. Like that's the story we can tell. Like, they charged us with some bodies we ain't doing shit. We beat the bitches. That's the story.
Yeah, I see you drop the song. Beat the body or whatever. That's what bro right here, Zoo.
Yeah, featuring Zoo in front of me and Zoo from Beat the Body.
Real members, man. Official made it out this shit. You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
So where y'all get the concept of that song from, as far as?
I was real life, that's just what happened. It's really told what happened.
So y'all was locked up for the same shit, different shit, or?
Different shit, man. Same case.
Same charges, but different,
Shit. When y'all got booked for that, y'all believe y'all was coming home, or you was like, it's over with?
You gotta have it in your head, like, hey, I'm finna get out. Everybody gotta have that.
It's a tough fight, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what they say, on your strong side. You gotta come from under this shit, man. Go harder.
But in real life, that shit is looking ugly. So I have to see they. So all of them was before us, like, they was doing the trial before us.
So how was it in court? Like, was they trying to paint you out to be something you wasn't?
What? It was on my ass and that bitch. White people be crazy. I ain't gonna say white people, my bad, man. Yeah, of course they.
Man, fuck the critics, man. Fuck them white folk. They trying to rail us, man. They trying to rail us.
Yeah, they be trying to paint a real picture.
So what about your people on the outside though? When you was talking to them, telling you coming home, was they believing it or the people just?
Everybody had faith though and hope, like not everybody, But most like the guys, some of the guys ain't, but it just looked ugly. But like if you got like dude, he was. It was ugly, man. It was looking ugly, man. Say if motherfucker come to court saying you killed, you shot him and did this. They just see that I got out this shit.
So what was the turning point in y'all? Well, in your case, what changed?
To the last minute, like it wasn't a turning point. Like I went to trial and shit. I went to hey, Luau, ask this for Luau. Tell me Luau. Like I had to go all the way through with this shit. You feel me? Like when if I go all the way through with it, right? When. So I ain't really like I'm going to trial. I'm going to court. Where trial, that shit happen like 4-5 days straight. You go to court. When. And they evidence this. They saying what they got on your shit. So I had people come like, yeah, he shot me and shit. When people come like, yeah, he killed him. When. So it's looking ugly from the go. Like when somebody come and stand up and say, he just shot me, ugly.
So as we all know, King Von and THF BayZoo eventually signed the OTF. They was close to Lil Durk and it only made sense. All three was home. Fast forward to February 2019, an altercation broke out outside the Varsity restaurant in Atlanta. A man was shot and robbed, and reports claim Lil Durk, King Von, and others, including Zoo, were allegedly involved. Police say they had surveillance footage showing the suspects firing from a vehicle, and a witness later identified a car that was allegedly owned to Durk, meaning it had OTF on the Trackhawk in Atlanta. That led to all three suspects being arrested: Von, Durk, and THF Zoo.
An Atlanta judge today, 4 months after a shooting at the Varsity. We streamed the hearing live on our WSB TV News app as it happened. And new at 5, Channel 2's Lori Wilson learned new details about how money, jewelry, and cars could all be tied in with this shooting. Lori is live downtown near the Varsity. Lori?
Jovita, rapper Lil Durk turned himself in after a shooting across the street in the parking lot of the Varsity. A detective on the stand today said the rapper, who is used to being in front of the cameras, was actually caught on cameras at the Varsity, the BP here, and other businesses that put him at the scene of the crime. Right before rapper Lil Durk turned himself into Atlanta police, he gave Channel 2 Action News investigative reporter Mark Winnie an exclusive interview.
You're about to surrender as we speak.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I have nothing to hide. Like, I have nothing to run from.
2 weeks later, Durk, whose real name is Dirk Derek Banks, and his co-defendant Devontae Bennett were in court, hearing APD detective Jeffrey Churchill lay out evidence against them.
I spoke to a witness who was there at the scene when the incident took place.
Churchill said the witness told him she was standing outside talking to Banks and Bennett in front of a cigar bar around 5 in the morning, February 5th, when they saw a fight in the car in front of them.
Mr. Banks pulled out a weapon. They hear gunfire.
Banks and Bennett sat and listened to the evidence against them as prosecutors worked to make the case that this was gang-related.
Do you know Mr. Banks to be self-admitted member of the Black Disciples criminal street gang organization?
Yes.
Prosecutors say Banks and Bennett are members of Chicago gangs, that they knew the victim, Alexander Witherspoon, had $30,000, an expensive chain, and a nice car, and that's why he was targeted. Banks' attorneys tried to create doubt that the rapper did any shooting.
You don't see Mr. Banks shooting on the street at any time. The only time you believe he was shooting is when he was in the camouflage Jeep, correct?
That's the only time I could see him shooting.
After 2 hours in court testimony and statements by prosecutors and defense, the judge ruled there is enough evidence for the case to go to trial.
This court finds probable cause.
The judge found probable cause to move forward with all of the charges against Banks and Bennett, including criminal intent to commit murder as well as criminal gang activity. They'll be back in court in a month to ask for bond. Live downtown, Lori Wilson, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, while BayZoo's name appeared in early filings as a person of interest, his exact charges weren't made public, and his situation stayed quieter compared to others. But one thing for sure, according to the state of Georgia, he was allegedly there. Now, we spoke about this. Of course, 2 years later in 2021, King Von had unfortunately lost his life at a venue, which we also covered. I'll leave the link in the bio. And the charges were dropped against Lil Durk in this shooting. And some say the feds were trying to build up a bigger case. Maybe true, maybe not. But THF BayZoo spoke on this situation. After that interview was released, Lil Durk got arrested. Things started to look bad for OTF. Members was getting arrested for murder. OTF Duty Low was getting bucked in Atlanta and was also shot. And now fast forward to Saturday, October 25th, 2025. Broad daylight. THF BayZoo and 2 unidentified males at around 1:30 p.m. was leaving a car parts store. The same man was waiting for them to come outside. Not sure how they got their location, but as they approached the trunk, over 20 shell casings was let off. As mentioned, 3 people were shot: a 35-year-old male, a 42-year-old male, and a 39-year-old male. And 5 vehicles were struck in a crossfire. It was later reported that THF BayZoo was one of the 3 men who was shot, with the condition of his life still unknown. Until the next morning, Sunday, it was reported that THF BayZoo had lost his life. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family.
We have 33 going to Stroger, and then do we have anybody going to Sinai, or do you need me to send someone to Sinai?
Yeah, if we can send someone to Sinai from if they're here on the scene, just have them meet me here. They're probably in if they're still on scene.
All right, well, 1023.
1060.
Go ahead.
Everyone that's on this gathering detail, they're all released and hold me down over here at the shooting on 31st and St. Louis. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
All right, everybody that was on the detail over at 26th Street, thanks for all your assists. 1006 boy, what color on that?
Silver.
All right, it's going to be silver.
1006 boy.
Go ahead.
The vehicle looks like it may be a Honda Accord, newer model, like 2020. And the both shooters jumped in the passenger, in the rear, one in the passenger, so there are possibly at least 3 heads in the car.
Okay, 10-4, 1002 Sam, do you copy that?
1031?
Mark 31, go.
I'll go with the first victim, Jim male 142 years old, he's down 4 times.
All right, GSW 4 times, all right, 10-4.
Sir, this is a video of male 1, and he's currently unconscious.
Okay, so we're going critical for him and good for the other, or critical for the first and the third, and then good for the second.
1000.
second, the third one's going to be critical and he's shot left abdomen.
Okay.
106 boyfriend, bud.
06 boy, go.
So witnesses are saying that a Chevy Impala took off eastbound from 31st in St. Louis after the shooting.
Alright, Chevy Impala took off eastbound from 31st in St. Louis.
So we got EMS rolling over there. It's going to be 31st in St. Louis in the Figure Park lot. It's going to be just south of 31st on St. Louis. We have 3 victims.
Okay, yes. We know, you guys do have EMS, ambulance 34 and engine 99. They should both be pulling up. Alright, 1031, have you guys made contact? Because we're getting a call, 3250 St. Louis. There's a male shot in front.
Mark 1031, we got 3 victims over here. All male, black, between the ages of 30 and 40.
1031.
1030.
Alright, the original call, my first one's going to be a person shot 3-1 in St. Louis. Coming over, details to follow. Callers reporting 2 males in a gray Chevy Impala just shot a male.
457, main 457.
457 is going to 3250 South St. Louis.
Alright. 34, I'm going to need 2 more ambulances over here if we can get 457, please. You got 33, 67, and 457 on the way. 67, can you go 67? Go for 67. Alright.
Fam, this story right here really heavy. Because when you look at it, THF BayZoo already lived through everything most don't make it out of. He beat a murder case, a couple. He stood next to some of the biggest names in the game. He had money, respect, and a second chance that most street dudes never get. But the truth is, freedom ain't the same as peace. And when your reputation is built off fear, the streets don't let you retire. They remember every word, every move, every bullet, and every loss. Zoo came from an era where being real meant something, when loyalty was everything, and showing weakness could get you killed. But sometimes, being quote-unquote real, in that sense, becomes the very thing that trapped you in the life you tried to outgrow. Now you got people online celebrating his death and others crying, posting old pictures, saying he was solid, saying he didn't deserve it. But the sad part is, it's the same story we seen played over and over again. The same streets that raise you be the same streets that bury you. So as we close this one out, let's not just say rest in peace. Let's also learn from it. Because at the end of the day, there's only 2 outcomes to that lifestyle, as we always say, jail or death. And both of them take away more than they ever give back. Rest in peace to every victim that we talked about in this story. Love and condolences to you guys' families. The last man standing from that era that changed Chicago from hip-hop forever. At least that's what some saying. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.